Hello guys, I am here to show us a very simple tricks on solving division of polynomials. I know a lot of students do use a very long method solving this, especially those of us when we are preparing for our several exams like WAEC, NECO, GCE, UTME, even post-UTME, at times even into fail international exams. So right here I am going to show us a very simple tricks on solving division of polynomials. So I call it division of polynomials. Division of polynomials. So when treating this division of polynomials, there are four things that the students has to take note of. So when we have a square root like this and we have two lines downwards, now here we have what is called the remainder. We have what is called the remainder. So that is the remainder section. Then at the top here we have what is called our quotient. So we call it quotient. That is the quotient. Then at this part here we have what is called the divisor. So we call it divisor. And at this part here we have what is called the dividend. So we call it dividend. So these are the four parts of division of polynomials. So we have the divisor, we have the quotient, we have the dividend, and we have what is called the remainder. So I am going to give us a very simple question here that has to do with division of polynomials, but I'm using this simple trick to solve for now. Now the question goes, divide, that is example, divide 3x raised to the power of 3 minus 2x raised to the power of 2 plus 5x minus 1 by x plus 2 by x plus 2. So we have to take a very good look at the question. So we are asked to divide 3x raised to the power of 3 minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 by x plus 2. Now for me to solve this, so I put my solution. I am using this short method here, a very simple trick on solving division of polynomials. Please, all you likely have to do is just to sub and like on my page. Now I have the square root, then I have the two lines coming downwards like this. Now I will come to where I have my x plus 2. because I wouldn't like a situation whereby the students will be stressed up. I will come to where I'm having my x plus 2. I will only convert the plus 2 here to minus 2. That means if I have something like x minus 5, x minus 5, my minus 5 will just become plus 5. Let's say, for example, we have x plus 2 equal to 0. If my x plus 2 is equal to 0, that means when I collect my like terms, my x will become 0 minus 2. And 0 minus 2 will become minus 2. So this minus 2 is what I am putting on the divisor section, which is here. So here is my minus 2 that has been gotten from my x plus 2. I hope this is clear. Now, when coming to my dividend, because my 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x then minus 1 is my dividend, which is this dividend. So all I have to do here is to repeat the 3 that is here right here. So I'm going to write down my 3 in this section. That is the first number I am having here. That is 3, which has been repeated here. Then the minus 2 here will also be repeated here. So here is my minus 2. So that means this minus 2 is coming down. And this 3 is equally this. So the next number I'm having here will be plus 5. This is my plus 5. This, that is for this. That is my plus 5. Then the minus 1 has to come down. So which is this? That is what I am having here. I hope this session is clear. Now, having done this for the dividend and for our divisor here, the first number that is here has to be repeated in this section of our remainder. Now, what I want the student to take note of here is this, that the last number that is going to be here will be called our remainder. Then the remaining part will be called the quotient, so which is this. So for me to start up with the quotient and the remainder, all I have to do in this session is to repeat the first number I am having here. The first number here is 3, so it has to be repeated just like this. So here is my 3, so which I have repeated here. So this is the 3, no matter the number we are having here. So all you have to do is just to repeat the number. That is all. Then what I need to do next is just to multiply this 3 by my divisor that is here. So when I multiply 3 by minus 2, I will have minus 6. So here will be minus 6. That is how I got my minus 6, by multiplying 3 by minus 2, giving minus 6. Now, having gotten my minus 6, I have to add up my minus 2 and minus 6. So when I add up my minus 2 and minus 6, that will be minus 8. This is minus 8. Now, having done that, getting minus 8, the same procedure that I use in multiplying 3 by minus 2 to get minus 6 is exactly what I am going to do for my minus 8. So right here, I am going to multiply my minus 8 by minus 2. And when I multiply my minus 8 by minus 2, that will give us plus 16, because our minus times minus will be plus. So this will be plus 8 times 2, that is giving us 16. Now, having gotten this, that is plus 5 plus 16, plus 5 plus 16, this will give us plus 21. So which is this? That is plus 21. Now, the same procedures that I use for this and this is exactly what I'm going to use for my 21. So when I am multiplying my plus 21 by minus 2, this will become minus 42. That is minus 42 minus 42. Now I am having minus 1 minus 42. Minus 1 minus 42 will give minus 43. Like I said initially, the last number that we are getting, the last number we are going to get in this section of our quotient and remainder will be called the remainder value. So this is the remainder. So in case in the exam we are asked to find the remainder of this, at times the question will be asked like this: find the remainder, find the remainder when 3x raised to the power of 3 minus 2x raised to the power of 2 plus 5x minus 1 is divided by x plus 2. In that case, your remainder will be minus 3. Rather than using the long chords in your UTME exam, in your WAEC exam, especially when it has to do with your objective question, all you have to do is just to use this simple method that I have shown here. So the remainder is minus 43. Now, how do we get our quotient? Now, to get the quotient is very simple. All we have to do is to come to the section of our dividend, is to come to the section of our dividend. The dividend here is 3x raised to the power of 3 minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1. We are going to check the highest power of the variable here. The highest power of the variables here is a power of 3. That is the highest power. Now, since the highest power here is 3, that means the highest power here will become 2. That is x with a power of 2. So if you are going to apply that, that means this will now become 3. The 3 that is here, since the highest power we are having here is 3, so the highest power here will now become x raised to the power of 2. So that is now giving us 3x squared. Then the next one will now be minus 8x, then followed by the constant number that is here, that is plus 21. So without delaying much of our time, this will be our quotient. So that is the quotient, and this is the remainder. So the remainder for this division method is minus 43, and the quotient is 3x squared minus 8x plus 21. I hope this is very helpful, and if you like this, please sub and like on my page. Thank you so very much.